Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. This message is for parents and intending parents in 2022. You see, if you already are a parent or you intend to be a parent, you have to learn how to use and to a certain degree be active on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Tinder, like me, whatever social media you have out there, you have to familiarize yourselves with them. You have to know what your children are up to. When you see, many of you are so clueless when it comes to social media that if your children gave you their phones for 2 days, you would not even know where to look. WhatsApp is sold 3 years ago. TikTok is even sold last year. Where are your kids now? You need to know how to use Snapchat. You need to follow your children and see what they're getting up to. You need it. Don't go around saying, I don't really care about social media. Social media is for jobless people. Don't let your kids come and disgrace you. I saw the video of that person, that young lady, dancing on Likey. I've opened my Likey account now just to monitor what my children are doing there. You should do the same thing. Listen to me, connect with me. And I don't care about social media. Social media is not for me. Don't be silly. Then don't have children. Don't let your children be familiar in a zone you are not familiar with. Learn how to do TikTok. You are not richer than Femi Otedola, who is active on social media. What about Tony Elumelu? Are you busier than Tony Elumelu? You need to learn how to use social media. Get yourself on Clubhouse. Involve yourself. Stop being like our parents used to be. Don't be the old dog that cannot learn new tricks. I'm talking to you. Yes, you. What are your children up to? How accountable are you for your children's behavior? What do you know that your children are getting up to on a day-to-day basis? I'm repeating myself over and over again till I sound like a broken record in your head because I don't know which other way to connect with you. You need to get on social media. You need to understand how it works. You need to be able to perfect your social media skills. Learn how to post, learn how to read comments, learn how to go to DMs, learn how to not spy on your children. Oh, yes, you should give your children some level of privacy, but not to the extent where they're getting up to things that would tarnish the image of your entire family, because it will cast a very great shadow on your parenting skills. Follow your children on social media. You cannot get off a bus that you are not on. For you to be able to follow your children on social media, you need to be on social media. You need to be an expert on social media. You're a doctor, so what? You're a lawyer, so what? You're a businessman, a bank MD, so what? I told you, having children is not compulsory. But if you must have children in 2022, you must be on social media, not for yourself, who cares about you, but for what your children are doing, so you can nip certain things in the bud, so you could guide your children. You could be that light that they're looking up to. And also, you could be that person that they cannot sneak and pass things behind your back. What you're doing is a service not just to yourself and your family, but to the entire nation and at large the world. You need to be on social media. It's not that hard. I'm very active on social media. I'm great on Instagram. I have about 800 plus thousand followers. YouTube, 100,000 followers. Facebook, almost 600,000 followers. Twitter, 300 and something thousand followers. Even TikTok, almost 10,000 followers. There's nothing my children will talk about regarding social media that I do not have at least an informed guess. Now, you must listen to your children's music playlist. Connect with me. Oh, I don't like those songs. Those songs are worldly songs. You must listen to them. Listen to the messages that your children's minds are fed on a regular. Don't judge your children. Work with them. The music might be annoying to you. Force yourself to listen to it and possibly force yourself to understand it. It is what your child listens to. You can't stop them from listening to it because whether you like it or not, they're going to still go ahead and listen to what they like, not what you want them to listen to. You need to understand that your children's religious and moral teachings are great. And yes, you might be great at it, but your child could be sitting in a church and his mind could be somewhere entirely different. You can make your children go somewhere physically. How easy is it to get them to be there mentally? So here's my message for you all, and I'm saying this once again. Your children's music, your children's social media, the movies and the series they find fascinating, you need to have conversations with them regarding all of these. Who are their favorite actors? What do they like? How much time have you as a person invested in your child's personal development? Do you know if your children are lit? Do you know if your children are trying to be lit? Do you know the things in your children's body that make them lack self-confidence? Things like knock knees, teeth that are not balanced. I'm 46 years old. My teeth are not balanced. I don't care. An 18-year-old can jump from the top of a building because of this. Hairline issues, other body parts that are asymmetrical. When are you going to have those conversations? Or do you really entrust the destinies of your children into the hands of their peers, who could only serve to confuse them further? Your child is 13 years old. Do you know if your child has a boyfriend? Maybe if you are too busy judging, or maybe if you are not too busy judging, you'll be able to be let into some dark parts of your children's minds. And there you could be the much needed light to guide them around there and possibly out of there. I'm talking to you, yes, you. You want to be a parent in 2022. Do you understand your children? Do you force your children to understand you? Your children want tattoos. The first thing that comes to your mind is Leviticus 19:27 and 28. A message so hypocritically translated by the church to mean God hates tattoos. Well, God also hates shaving your beard, and all your top geos are clean shaven because they choose to read one verse and jump over the other. If you don't like tattoos, you could talk your children out of it, but don't let them look at tattoos or piercings like they're sinful, because to be very honest with you, they're not in any way sinful. I have a child who has a piercing, a daughter who has a piercing in her nose. And people were talking. I had a piercing in my nose when I was her age. Oh, yes, I did. I have 3 piercings in one ear. I don't wear them anymore. Doesn't mean I'm going to hell. And if I'm ever going to go to hell, I'm not going to go slower than your Jews. They're going to be way ahead of us. Because God hates hypocrisy 10 times more than he hates piercings. In fact, 1 million times more. If your child wants a piercing and they want it bad, have that conversation. Understand your children. And sometimes your children are dealing with pain that they cannot explain. Pain that cannot be explained or understood. Connect with your child's pain. Maybe the reason why your child is misbehaving is because they're living through a traumatic experience that could even be as a result of your doing. Maybe the reason why your child is mentally and psychologically unbalanced is by your devising. But yet, you judge the child, you blame the child, when half the time you're at fault. Get on social media, learn how to use it, or don't bother being a parent. I'm Daddy Freeze. God bless you.